Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the fourth set between Kal and Jangbi and on Katrina. Really, first off, thanks for listening. I really appreciate you guys. I don't say that enough. Looks like we got Kal/Gujira starting at the 9 o'clock position. I love that name, almost as much as Vodkos. 9 o'clock position. Unfortunately, it looks like Jangbi's in orange. This might be a little hard to commentate. Maybe they'll switch. I hope they switch his colors here. Oh, okay, they did switch his colors to red here. At the 6 o'clock position, we have Jangbi in red. Excellent. So that'll make it a lot easier. So, first 3 matches. Looks like Jangbi, when it goes into the later game, as far as the gigantic unit control, he just wins out in those situations for some reason. Maybe it's just today, maybe he's just on his game over Kal in that regard, but for whatever reason, when it's come to the large unit combat, Jangbi's won out. But as far as the early game, it feels like Kal has just really done a good job just staying slightly ahead of Jangbi, in my opinion, in the first, basically the early and the mid game. So we'll see if he decides to try to end it in the early game as he did in set 2, because it's do or die for him right now. If he ends up losing this match, he's not advancing to the semifinals, and Jangbi will be advancing. And man, whoever's on the opposite side, we have Jaedong in mind. I'm going to be getting that out soon. Also, check out Mole Trap, the OSL, and I guess I'll bump everybody right now. Combat, if you want to learn the game, of course, Combat. Gravis Dunagun also has some stuff up at, I think it's Gravis Dunagun YouTube. If you go to sc2gg.com, there's a lot of basically new players and a couple old vets here and there that are helping people just learn the game. So if you're like, man, I want to get into StarCraft, but I don't want to end up getting absolutely smashed, that's the place to do it. There's just a lot of people there, like on a Hamachi server, on the IRC chat, just want to help you out, is what it comes down to. They're really stellar people. Looks like we're going to see Probe Cross, and I'm going to assume that both players now know exactly where each other are. Looks like Jangbi, both players kind of putting that first gateway down near the front, going to block themselves in. Second gateway block, and we'll see if we can get a probe blockage right along the corner. Looks like Jangbi's actually putting the gateways kind of catty corner. He's going to use a second pylon to kind of block that front. We'll see if he goes for that. And again, this is on Katrina, and you've got that secondary, which is really easy to take because it's inside, it's protected. Manor pylon! Excellent manor pylon there from Kal. Kal managing to trap, it looks like 4 probes, going to have to, 3 or 4. I'm going to try to get a count there. It looks like 3. He's trying to get them out here. Gonna have to attack that pylon. That could be huge early, absolutely huge early. That beautiful. Got that pylon up. Second pylon going down to the side. I haven't seen that in a pro match in a long, and basically I can't remember ever Jangbi starting. And usually every once in a while I can. Man, it's annoying. And the only real way you can kind of counter it is either not letting a probe get that close, backing off when it gets that close, or doing a counter mana pylon yourself. And we'll see if Jangbi goes with the counter here. Looks like he's still got a couple probes just trapped in there. And he's, as you can see, Kal's going after that probe himself. The Zealot now out, going to be able to take out that pylon, but the damage done economically is definitely, I would say, is significant. When you have 4 probes there that weren't mining during this entire period of time, it's worth that 100 minerals, especially because you're just setting your opponent back. Pylon's still loose in the field now. 2 Zealots being produced, and right now it feels like Jangbi's really... Yeah, he's just going for a Zealot. Oh, another pylon going down, but it looks like its own, and I think that's just to make sure that a second mana pylon doesn't go down. Setting up for the secondary, and it looks like he's going to be able to get a pylon down to delay that secondary, which is going to keep Kal from... and now starting to hammer it. That's going to keep Kal from getting too much of an advantage, because it looks like, yeah, he was planning on taking a large economic advantage. It looks like Jangbi, though, it looks like he's just planning on going all-out Zealots here. 2 Zealots already produced for Kal in the meantime, but as you can see, he's taking down that pylon. He still wants to put down that secondary as well. Probe still in the backfield, being a little bit of a pain in the butt. And it looks like, actually, Jangbi going to take his secondary as well. Oh, pushing up, just managing to get in the way there and be a little bit of a pain. Getting a pylon down in his secondary as well. So going to be, wow. So things going very well for Kal here. Able to get a mana pylon. And now he has some Zealot out in the pylon field. Jangbi didn't have his Zealots out protecting his front. He's going to have to bring his Zealot back out, and that's going to disrupt the probes even more. Man, Kal's just doing a fantastic job here, just harassing Jangbi to death here. Gonna pull that Zealot out now. He's got it secondary, and man, he's just done so much early damage. We'll see, and now putting down that assimilator. We'll see if he can turn that into kind of a victory again. Like I said, I feel like early game, Kal just really does really well. Still, that probes of Jangbi still in there, actually. Good job on him, and I'm amazed by these guys' micromanagement, that they can keep track of all this stuff and still still managed to keep that probe alive inside the opposite opponent's base. Just incredible. Second Nexus going up, and just the testament here. And gas going down, cybernetics core going in the background. We'll see how Jangbi's doing it. His economy's been so sacked, I don't think he's going to really have an opportunity to kind of fight this off. I really feel like the game's kind of out of hand at this moment. Cal's just did such a fantastic job of harassing that he's going to have to push up with what he's got. And another probe pushing in. And as you can see, wow, Jangbi really worried about it. He's got his gas down too. He's got, I take it back, so he's got his cybernetics core going down as well. And we'll see that probe still managing to sneak all the way through. Unbelievable. Just hanging there though in the field though. Just now sneaking through, not getting killed. He's going to go check out that secondary, make sure that it's up. And it looks like that Nexus actually just being built at an offset. Is that an offset? It looks like it's an offset location. So that probe, let's see if he... stealing the gas. Or no, sorry, it looks like he's going to put down a couple pylons, another pylon down in the field, I guess, to spot out. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, actually. Maybe to try another manner. Almost pulled it off there, actually. It looked like, and being a little bit careful there. Pushing up with some zealots now. Again, pulling those zealots to the backfield so he can basically force that zealot to be back. I guess that's what the point of that maneuver is to bring a couple zealots back there to deal with that pylon in the back, and then push on the pylon. I'm sorry, push on the front here. He's just bringing up a ton of zealots now, so Cal's going to use this kind of as a bait here. And those zealots pushing back, it looks like, to go after that probe, and so that they are going to be a little bit out of position here. And now Cal pushing in with the rest of the zealot force, and we'll see if he... Yeah, man, he's just swarming in. And he has a 3-to-1 advantage there on that front, and Cal doing an excellent job with the zealot position. Looks like he's getting a 2-1 advantage across the board here. And now probes coming off the line. I think Jangbi realizing it, and wow, a good breach there. So Cal actually doing a decent amount of damage here. More zealots being produced though and coming out to help. And just excellent micromanagement by Cal here in the early game. I'm not sure what the difference is early to late game. Cal just does such a fantastic job here. And as you can see, just showing kind of what the caliber of player he is. Pushing in on the... And as you can see, it was, I think, about equal number of zealots coming in. And now I think Cal had 1 or 2 more and just drew some brilliant micros. Now ahead 4-3 with reinforcements coming. Probes on the line here, and he's just done so much economic damage. I expect a GG here in not too long. Even if he ends up losing this force, he's just gotten so far ahead as far as the economic damage. Still manages to get a single zealot out there. Jangbi, and I feel like Jangbi falling more and more behind as far as harassment goes here and there. Templar Archives going up for Cal in the meantime, and Jangbi doesn't have anything to deal with that. Getting a robotics facility down now, really, I feel like he needs a forge, though, to really fight this off. And that zealot still managing to go back and distract the... Man, he's just tic-tacking here and there, really forcing just some frustration. And I feel like Cal might, even on the ground, if he decides to push up with those Dark Templar, could be successful with that. We'll see, though, as far as the timing goes. 2 more gateways going down, so 4 gateways down in the meantime for Cal. And we'll see if there's equivalent amount of gateways now in the meantime for Jangbi, but I doubt it just because his economy has just been harassed. And he put down that robotics facility additionally. Some Dragoons and Zealots pushing up as well. And a robotics facility going down for Cal as well. And so it looks like he's going to actually go for a drop with those Dark Templar instead of just bringing them in the ground. And I think he would be okay bringing them in the ground. Going to be able to kill that probe scout. And Jangbi's completely in the dark. He doesn't know what tech's going. It looks like 4 Zealots and a Dragoon pushing up. Going to be able to catch. And this is the problem with Cal. Cal, every once in a while, he'll be moving his units in and just get caught out of position. And that's where Jangbi's really been able to kind of win things out. But it looks like it's 3 Zealots and actually no, I think Jangbi's easily going to be able to fight this back. Yeah, just outnumbering him as far as units. Now a Dark Templar out in the field. He is bringing it out on the ground. Let's see if he manages to sneak it by. Is managing to sneak it by. I'm not sure that Jangbi saw it. We'll see when he pushes up. And again, he has that robot. He does have the observatory down. He does have the robotics facility. But again, his units are out in the field. He's going to have to bring those units up to kind of deal with this. And it looks like he's going to move them all the way to the back. And brilliant maneuver by Cal. Cal's going to bring that Dark Templar to the back secondary and then continue to bring troops up to the front. And because he's doing that, basically, Jangbi can't have units at 2 locations at once. So this is going to be an excellent maneuver. That observer is there, but he's going to have to fight it off essentially with probes. And I really don't think he can afford. Wow, all the probes back there. I really don't think he can afford. He's got to build a second obs to get to the front as well with those 2 Dark Templars. Just fantastic. Fantastic maneuver by Cal, just winning, kind of using the map logistics to his advantage. And I can't remember a PvP last time I saw where a player really used the map kind of to his advantage like this, playing brilliantly. Looks like that Dark Templar in the backfield going to be taken out. But again, more economic damage being done. Keep in mind, even though it looks like Jangbi might be able to fight this back, there's still those 4 gateways pumping. He's going to have to call GG here. He's just so far behind as far as production goes, so far behind as far as tech goes. Now bringing up that observer, he might be able to pick that Dark Templar off, but it's not going to make a difference. He's down to a single gate now. His front line completely breached here, bringing up his probes now, but it's just too much. Cal just starting to swarm forces, just running up with a couple Zealots and just driving those Zealots back, and now coming up, going to take out that last gateway. And as you can see, see just 4 gateways being produced. Kal's economy has not been touched thus far. Probe's coming off the line to try to provide a little bit of a defense, but just it's going to be too little too late at this point. Pushing up, and yeah, there's only 3 Dragoons between. Yeah, there's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Kal throwing us some more brilliance here. Man, between these two players, it's been awesome. Jangbi just showing some awesome micromanagement, some awesome micromanagement late game in sets, 1 and 3, and now Kal showing some brilliant micromanagement 2 and 4. Just an excellent matchup. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for listening.